Hi everyone, welcome to my channel English Literature 101. The topic for the day is a poem titled The Rebel, written by D.J. Enright. This poem is prescribed in CBSE for class 7 in the English book named Honeycomb. Before starting with the detailed explanation of the poem, let's know something about its poet. Dennis Joseph Enright is the poet of this particular poem. He was a British academic poet, novelist, and critic. He was born in Leamington, Warwickshire on dated 11th March 1920. He was a lecturer of English in the University of Alexandria. He authored Academic Year 1955, Memoirs of a Mendicant Professor 1969, and wide range of essays, reviews, anthologies, children's books, and poems. He died in the year 2002, 31st December. So without any further delay, let's begin with the poem. The Rebel. Let's focus on the title, The Rebel. Now, what is this term rebel, or who are called rebel? If we go by the dictionary meaning, then rebel is a person who rises in opposition or armed resistance against established government or leader. Now, let's understand this definition in simple language. Rebel, we can say, is a person who opposes or goes against the authority, the norms, conventions, rules, and regulations of a society. They are the one who wants to be different from other. They want to maintain their individuality. Suppose if we divide the society into two halves, minority and majority, the majority of our society are those who will follow the authority, the rules, and the norms of society. But the minority of our society would be the rebels who would oppose everything or say no to everything. They always goes opposite to other. So basically this poem is all about the people who goes against societal norms, called rebels. When everybody has short hair, the rebel lets his hair grow long. When everybody has long hair, the rebel cuts his hair short. In the first four lines, do you notice two words that is repeated? Yes, you're right. The two words are everybody and rebel. These two words not only appear in the first four lines but all throughout the poem. Now, if you have heard my definition of rebel thoroughly, you will remember that I used two words, majority and minority, isn't it? So here the word everybody signifies majority, that is all or most of the people. And rebel signifies minority, that is few people. Everybody are the conformists who confirm the authority, rules and regulations of society, whereas the rebel is non-conformist who does not follow the authority, rules and regulations of a society. In the first four lines, the poet says that when the trend of the society is to have short hairs, a rebel will grow long hair. And when the trend of the society is long hair, what does the rebel do? The rebel would cut his hair short. So we see that a rebel does always the opposite of everybody. That is, when the everybody wants to have short hair, the rebel wants to have his hair long. And when everybody wants long hair, the rebel cuts his hair short. When everybody talks during the lesson, the rebel doesn't say a word. When nobody talks during the lesson, the rebel creates a disturbance. So what does the poet say here? The poet say that whenever there is a discussion going on in a class, a question answer session is going on in a class, what does a rebel do? A rebel does not say a word. He keeps quiet. But when all remain quiet, the rebel, what does he do? He creates a disturbance. That is, he makes noise. When everybody wears a uniform, the rebel dresses in fantastic clothes. When everybody wears fantastic clothes, the rebel dresses soberly. So what happens when every person of the society wears a uniform, that is simple and decent clothes? What do the rebel do? Rebels wear strange, vibrant and colorful clothes. And when other members of the society wear very vibrant and colorful clothes, what does this rebel do? The rebel dresses himself very seriously and soberly. In the company of dog lovers, the rebel expresses a preference for cats. In the company of cat lovers, the rebel puts in a good word for dogs. So what does a rebel do? When some people who loves dog as pet animal, they talk about dog or they praise about dog, the rebel what they will do? They will just praise cat. And in the company of cat lovers, that is in the company of people who loves cat or has a preference of cat over a dog, the rebel would have good word for dogs, that is he would start praising dogs. So in each and everywhere we find that a rebel, what does he try to do? He tries to prove himself different and distinct from others. When everybody is praising the sun, the rebel remarks on the need for rain. When everybody is greeting the rain, the rebel regrets the absence of sun. So what happens when everybody of the society requires sunlight or welcomes sun? The rebel would go against them and he would require the need for rain. But when everybody of the society welcomes or requires rain, what will a rebel do? He will feel sorry for the absence of sun or sunlight. When everybody goes to the meeting, the rebel stays at home and reads a book. When everybody stays at home and reads a book, the rebel goes to the meeting. In these lines, the poet says that when every member of a society goes for some gathering or attends any meeting, the rebel would stay home and keep himself busy. Whereas when everybody of a society would stay home and read books, the rebels would try to attend a meeting or a gathering. When everybody says yes please, the rebel says no thank you. When everybody says no thank you, the rebel says yes please. In these lines, the poet says that in a situation where we need to say yes, the rebel says no, and in a situation where we have to say no, a rebel says yes. So here we find that this is another character trait of a rebel, that is to say yes and no in the wrong places. In other words, we can say that when every person asks for something, the rebel would reject the same saying thanks. Whereas when everybody of a society does not like or would not like to receive a particular thing, then the rebel would require that particular thing and would ask for it. It is very good that we have rebels. You may not find it very good to be one. In the last two lines, the poet says that it is very good that we have social rebels in our society because they think differently, and it is because of them that we can appreciate variety and difference. But on the other hand, he also says that we should not become a social rebel because rebels are not liked by society. People don't understand their point of view. Rather, they just have bitter words and no appreciation for them at all. So guys, that's all for today's video, and I hope you all have understood the poem well. If you have any queries regarding the poem, do let me know in the comment section below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.